On the weekend, I hacked together a small utility called Beanbox. It essentially spins up a microVM on your machine and lets you and your LLM control this microVM. So let's spin one up. And what immediately happens, so it starts the VM and the terminal is basically directed to localhost 302. So if we connect there, you can see we have our machine, we're running a Linux box basically on our MacBook. All right, so this is all fun and games, but let's now connect a LLM into this terminal as well. So I have this small script here that allows us to basically perform this loop. So we get the history of the terminal, we basically ask for an input, we call an LLM, and then the LLM just gives us a terminal command, and then we execute it safely in the VM. So it kind of looks like this. And then let's do some resizing. Like that, and now we can just talk to the computer. So we can just like, what's the OS? Makes a call to the LLM. The LLM just gives us some command and runs it within the virtual machine. So we're running on Linux. And then what's the weather in Sydney? Could be a good example. Makes a curl request to a weather API. Some nice formatting. Okay, partly cloudy, 19 Celsius. Cool. And then the nice thing is that we can just jump in and take over. It's kind of like a pair coding exercise. Like you can write in, the LLM can write in. And also since this is running within a virtual machine, we're relatively safe. So we can, for example, do a fork bump. And it does a fork bump and the VM just dies, but our host machine is totally fine. Like nothing's happening here. Everything is working on our host computer, even if we just like executed some very, very malicious code. So everything's safely contained and just the VM crashed. Hopefully you enjoyed this demo. The code is in GitHub, so if you want to play around, just git clone and yeah, happy hacking.